Hello, I'm Alex Hare, and I welcome you to Australian Archives, a program of musical items featuring Australian artists of note and taken from the archives. And welcome again to another edition of Australian Archives. And we begin this program with Bob Horsfall's Tune Twisters recording for the Art Transa label in Sydney in 1950.
But I can dream. No matter how near, you'll never belong to me. But I can dream. Can I pretend that I'm locked in the bed of your embrace? For dreams are just like wine, and I'm drunk with mine. I'm aware my heart is a sad affair. There's much disillusion there, but I can dream. Can I adore you? Although we are oceans apart, I can't make you open your heart, but I can dream. But I can dream. Can I adore you? Although we are oceans apart, I can't make you open your heart, but I can dream. Can I? Though my love can never be, still I can dream. Can
Black Note Fantasy, played for us by the Victorian Trumpet Trio, and the Victorian Trumpet Trio consisted of Stan Roberts, George Dobson and Merv Simpson. In that recording session in the 1950s, other notables in the lineup: Ronnie Rosenberg on piano, Charlie Blott on drums and Bruce Clark on guitar. And we began the program with the Tune Twisters, led by Bob Horsfall, and the orchestra was Art Ranzer, actually on the 78, but it was Bobby Gibson, but because he was contracted to another record label, he used the pseudonym of Art Ranzer, recording for that label, the Art Ranzer label, in 1950. And I Can Dream, can't I? Indeed you can. Now to Johnny Wade with George Trevere's orchestra in Sydney for the Columbia label, November of 1942. Johnny sings Kookaburra Samba.
Jolly kookaburra, kookaburra, always laughing, always full of glee. Tell me why you love to chat me, tell me why you tantalize me, tell me why you laugh so heartily. I can't think of any reason, with the summer any season, that could make me laugh so merrily. Perhaps to see the funny side of everything, it can be hard, a helpless individual like me. Kookaburra, tell me what you're saying. Wish I knew your language and the game you're playing. Kookaburra, what is it you're after? Is it gay adventure? Is it fun and laughter? Jolly kookaburra, kookaburra, from me we should take a tip or two. You can always laugh and sing and make a joke of everything. Oh, why can't we all do the same as you? Oh, what do you see up there in the tree? Oh, what can it be? You have a laugh on me. I wish I were you, with nothing to do but laugh all day through when I am feeling blue. Jolly kookaburra, kookaburra, always laughing, always full of glee. Tell me why you love to chat me, tell me why you tantalize me, tell me why you laugh so heartily. I can't think of any reason, winter, summer, any season, that could make me laugh so merrily. Perhaps to see the funny side of everything that can be taught, a helpless individual like me. Kookaburra, tell me what you're saying. Wish I knew your language and the game you're playing. Kookaburra, what is it you're after? Is it gay adventure? Is it fun and laughter? Jolly kookaburra, kookaburra, from me we should take a tip or two. You can always laugh and sing and make a joke of everything. Oh, why can't we all do the same as you? Oh, why can't we all do the same for you? Kookaburra Samba.
Sand in my shoes, sand from Havana, calling me to that ever so heavenly shore, calling me back to you once more. Dreams in the night, dreams of Havana, dreams of a love I haven't the strength to refuse. Darling, the sand is in my shoes. Deep in my veins, the sensuous strains of the soft guitar. Deep in my soul, thundering roll of a tropic sea. Under the stars, that was Havana. You are the moonlit memory I can't seem to lose. That's why my life's an aimless cruise. All that is real is the feel of the sand in my shoes. That was Havana. You are the moonlit memory I can't seem to lose. That's why my life's an aimless cruise. All that is real is the feel of the sand in my shoes.
Vic West, Time on a Planet album, made in 1956. The orchestra was led by Bert Pettifer. Sand in My Shoes, and before that Johnny Wade with George Trevor's orchestra recording in Sydney, November of 1942, and the Kookaburra Samba. We're back to Sydney now, and the 18th of May 1944, George Trevor's orchestra yet again, this time for the Regal Zonophone label, and Joan Blake sings You're My Lucky Break.
It's about time we brought Dawn out, don't you? Come on, Dawn. Wow. Well, there she is. How do you feel? Hey? Oh, yeah. Way down in the Congo land lived a happy chimpanzee. She loved the monkey with a long tail. Oh, Lordy, how she loved him each night. They would send him there, sitting underneath the coconut tree. And the monkey gay at the break of day used to hear his chimpy sing. Said the chimpy to the monk. Said the monkey to the chimp. All night long they'd chatter away. All day long they were happy and gay, singing and swinging in a hunky-dunky way. Means monk, I love you too. In monkey talk means chimp, I love you too. Then the big baboon, one night in June, he married them, and very soon they went upon their abba-dabba honeymoon. Said the chimpy to the monk. Said the monkey to the chimp. All night long they'd chatter away. All day long they were happy and gay, singing and swinging in a hunky-dunky way. Means monk, I love but you. In monkey talk means chimp, I love you too. Then the big baboon, one night in June, he married them, and very soon they went upon their abba-dabba honeymoon.
From the Mobile Limb radio show, Bobby Limb and Dawn Lake, late 1950s, early 60s, and a little bit of fun there with Abba Dabba Honeymoon. Before that, Joan Blake with George Trevor's orchestra, and from May of 1944, You're My Lucky Break. Now to a Melbourne lass, the late Rochelle Turner, with Shirley Radford accompanying her in the 3UZ studios on this transcription disc made on the 26th of October 1954 from the Talent Hour program. There's a rainbow round my shoulder.
There's a rainbow round my shoulder and a sky of blue above. The sun shines bright, the world's alright, 'cause I'm in love. There's a rainbow round my shoulder and it fits me like a glove. Let it blow a storm, I'll be warm, 'cause I'm in love. Hallelujah, how the folks will stare when they see that diamond solitaire that my little sugar baby gave me to wear. Yes, sir, there's a rainbow round my shoulder and a sky of blue above, and I'm shouting so the world will know that I'm in love. I'm happy, so happy, just walking on air. Why and the wherefore is someone I care for. I'm yelling, I'm telling folks everywhere that I know he loves me. So what do I care? There's a rainbow round my shoulder and a sky of blue above. The sun shines bright, the world's alright, 'cause I'm in love. There's a rainbow round my shoulder and it fits me like a glove. Let it blow a storm, I'll be warm, 'cause I'm in love. Hallelujah, how the folks will stare when they see that diamond solitaire that my little sugar baby gave me to wear. Yes, sir. of my shoulder, and the sky all blue up above, and I'm shouting so the world will know that I'm in love.
And that lovely salon piece called Electric Girl was played for us by the Regal Salon Orchestra, and that was conducted by Gil Desch for the Regal label in Sydney on the 4th of February 1931. And before that, we had Rochelle Turner singing, Shirley Radford on the 3UZ organ, and from Talent Hour in October of 1954, There's a Rainbow Round My Shoulder. And finally for this program, here's Cy Watts and his Jazzmen, and the great jazz classic, Muskrat Ramble. Cy Watts Jasmine and Kid Ory's famous Muskrat Ramble, recorded January 49 for Bob Clemens' Jazz Art label right here in Melbourne. Australian Archives was conceived, prepared and produced by Alex Hare for Golden Days Radio. Thanks for listening and bye for now.